Hello, good evening and good afternoon to everyone, based on whichever country you are. I am highly pleased and humbled by getting this prestigious award of Lifetime Achievement from VJTI. I'm thankful to Principal Dhiren Patel, Alumni President Mr. Rohin Daruwala, and also Kalyan Raman and Umesh Doshi for their effort to recognize me as a Lifetime Achievement Award. I would like to talk something extempore. Don't want to read out what people have tried. The reason is this topic is very close to my heart. Let me start first tell you, I was privileged to get in IIT an admission, and for funny reason, my mother did not allow me to join there because it was a residential course. However, looking back now, I feel it's good that I have joined VJTI, and I owe a lot to VJTI during my foundational year. That today, whatever I am, is just the learning that I've had from VJTI. Let me tell you how it was different for me when I was looking at it. VJTI examination pattern was quite different compared to other colleges or other universities. There were always two sections, section A and section B in every paper of 50 marks each. And there were three questions in each section, and five questions and three have got to be attempted. And each question was having 17 marks, and 16 marks. Now this 17 marks question was having about 12 to 13 marks, was basically a mathematical model of solving the problem. And then 3 to 4 marks basically was for some short note that was expected to be given. This kind of puzzle solving or the problem solving has helped me out to do thinking. So I feel that pattern was far better than the current multiple choice question which are coming. And because of that, the thinking power of our generation have greatly increased. And let me tell you, I am a troubleshooter. Till today also, I keep solving puzzle when I start taking my tea in the morning. Every day morning in Bombay Mirror, there's a Mensa puzzle which is coming in. Until I solve that puzzle, I don't drink my tea. So luckily, I got job also in CMC, Computer Maintenance Corporation in 77. My job was to troubleshoot mainframe computers. And I joined CMC when IBM was asked to go away. And they joined, all the entire business of IBM was taken out by CMC in 78 June. I got a chance to work on mainframe, like IBM system, IBM 1620 scientific computers. And I was also trained on 1900 series, 1901 and 2900 series of ICL, large mainframes. And I worked there for 4.5 years. Never had thought about doing business. And then joined Hinditron on digital equipment. And I was trained on VIX mainframe computers. There were no PCs that time. Now, I suddenly entered into the business because I never thought about it. When IBM was asked to go away from India, there was a big vacuum in the IT industries in terms of services. And one of the large business house was suffering from the want of services. They were losing crores of rupees per day because of the one critical components were not working almost for 2 months. Now, the chief executive had thought about the one good person coming. I used to go to that client while I was working with CMC whenever there was a crisis. Even in the midnight also, I've gone often. So he was only remembering that I'm an honest person and I'm coming and solving the problem. So he requested somebody to call me, and I went there, and he was so much frustrated with the company, Indian company who had supplied them that critical component, which was a single point of failure. And then I said, sir, I cannot, leave this company. And he was asking me to take this equipment to the factory, which was in Lucknow. Actually, I can't go there because I'm working. And then I said, okay, let me give a try. I took the holiday one day and off one day, and then gave my hands to that problem, and luckily got resolved. And he was so confident about me. Look, you take this business and the contract, which was much higher than the salary that time I was drawing. And I was a bit hesitant also to take that, but he gave me a lot of confidence and he gave me a lot of other business in that group. That's how the journey started. So I would like to tell you about my journey into 6 different phases. So Allied Digital was formed in 1984 due to this accidental entry. The first phase was very easy for me. There were hardly any players who were there into IT services business. And I got a lot of business and I was making a lot of money. Until 93, everything was being done by Nitin Shah, like a single man, one man show. I wasn't, even I got married when I went for with my wife to honeymoon. My mind was going on towards what's happening in my company. And in 1993, I realized that this is not the way I can grow. Suddenly, I became extremely ambitious. I thought probably I'll make a big, and I wanted to make a corporate company. When I was in 93, I was always thinking if I were in CMC, I would have handled very large project. But here in business, I make money, but I wasn't really satisfied the kind of clientele that I was serving. At the same time, I thought let's do something different. So we created a layered company by appointing CXOs, Chief Marketing Officer, Chief Sales Officers, Chief Finance Officer, and so many CXOs were taken and created vision, mission, and core values of the company. Now, the core value was so important that today also we adhere to the same core values that we had created in 1993. And I was obsessed. The first phase was a profit driven. Wherever there was a profit, I was doing business. The second phase, I said, look, it's not the profit and loss account which is important as much as the intrinsic value that you create. And I was absolutely after creating intrinsic value. So that phase went very well up to 2001. So in that phase, I got a lot of awards and all that. And in 2001, there was a dot-com bust. This is the first time in the history of IT industry I have seen. There was a recession and people were laying off so many employees. But that point of time, I've decided and created a strategy. Okay, let's stop doing business where we are not making any profits and start focusing only on those business area where we can take our journey to a profitable and on long term. So we decided to focus only on 4 different business models and stopped looking into business which were not profitable. And that is where we say it's a strategy focused business that I created. So many people think that strategy is always you have to create your strategy to do business. But for me, it was in that point of time, what you should not do, that become a strategy. I think that worked very well. And we rather recruited more number of people where others were actually laying off employees. Then the phase came, then I became so ambitious that all our large competitors were making money in dollar and spending in rupees. And that was a time where Y2K changed the entire scenario of IT industry in India. India became like a super IT superpower in information technology. We also came across the Y2K, but never got interested in that, thinking that we are all technology people. So we had to do only COBOL, tweaking of COBOL programming, and did get into that. So I realized that that was a big wave which we missed out. So in 2007, we decided to go abroad and imitate similar model, whereby we will earn in dollar and spend in rupees. So that was like an inorganic growth. So we try to get some kind of private equity, and a couple of guys shown very keen interest. We realized the data that we were having, we found that we are IPO-able. So we decided to go with IPO. And to our great surprise, it was oversubscribed 69 times. So we got money. We thought the growth cannot be stopped because of money. So the 4th phase of mine, starting from profit-driven to value-driven to strategy-driven to inorganic growth-driven. And after we got money, we decided to acquire a company in USA, which was the reason for which we wanted money. And like last 14, I think that was the right decision. Today, we have presence in 70 countries because of presence in US. We also acquired in 2008 a company which I thought about is the best company, very good promoters. And we acquired a company known as a Digicom based in Bangalore. And they did whatever I expected, wonderful, and got their valuation done from 4 crore to 118 crore. So in 2013, I made 7 times more of my investment and sold it out. So the fourth phase was completely inorganic growth driven. Then came a time that IT industry was shifting. Very important to do a transformation for a company to make the people ready for the newer challenges which was coming. The computing was moving more towards cloud. Security became a big problematic issue for everybody. And then we decided, let's start doing internal transformation and start skilling up our own people and make the company ready for the future challenges. So it worked from 2015 to 2019 end. That was a complete transformation driven approach that we had. And that phase was very important. We had to take a sharp turn. So we were very clear, given you're taking a sharp turn, it's going to be a small pain, but long gain. And I was constantly communicating to our investors, it's a type of course of correction we are doing for small pain, but long gain, which is what even our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also doing. He has a much, much bigger challenges, and he's also trying to change the course of the progress of the company. And that's why people are seeing there are a lot of pain which is happening. But overall, if you look upon that, it's a right strategy for long-term gain. So that phase was getting over in 2019 end, and we said the industry is completely disrupted. A lot of new technologies have come, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, data science, social media, wireless computing. So the business models have changed, and all of us know how the business model have come up of Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber. So that was a big disruption that was happening. And that was again requiring us to reskill our team, repurpose our people. So we took a lot of time in terms of doing transformation. And then now we are into disruption-driven phase, which is version 6.0. So this is a very interesting phase currently I'm doing. And I'm very excited to run the company to, again, next league, though I've got Lifetime Achievement Award. But if you really see the mental energy, I am having same energy what I had when we started the company. The reason being, I am a technology person, and I am very excited to work on the latest technology. And this disruption-driven, which has started from, we decided from 1st of Jan 2020, but suddenly COVID happened in March, April last year. Now, COVID has further disrupted the entire world, and it has reset the entire business economy. And I think it was good strategy of ours to create a disruption-driven model. And we have stopped doing what we were doing 5 years back and 10 years back. So currently, our business model is quite different, focusing on all emerging technologies. And we have also created a very large incubation center in New Bombay. It's about 200 to 1,200 plus people capacity with a center of excellence, high-powered computing. There are several, technology labs that we have created, and we have training classes and all that. And I would like to extend this facility to VJTI. Recently, I had a discussion with Mr. Daruwala, and I've committed in terms of helping them out to create IoT lab. And I'm committed to VJTI, and I've also heard from Mr. Principal Dr. Dhiren Patel that there is definitely a requirement of all the students coming forward and helping VJTI out, because VJTI has got the best of the students. And I always believe the abilities lie in students and the people like us who are ex-employee or ex-students, and VJTI putting together an effort to create that conducive environment for the next gen to make the best career. So I'm committed. I don't want to make commitment which is immediately on best capacity of mine. Rather, I would like to undertalk and over deliver. But definitely, I have very close affinity towards VJTI, and I would like to spend a lot of time with VJTI going ahead. And I'm sure that VJTI students will excel with this kind of support coming up from the industry. I'm also working simultaneously in bridging the academia and industry together in the form of creating incubation center. I'm also chairman of VT Research Foundation. VT Research Foundation is fully focusing on artificial intelligence and have signed up with dozens of university and institute, basically to promote artificial intelligence and doing project on that. So all that, whatever that I've been doing, I would like to do with VJTI on priority basis. So this is my commitment to VJTI, and thanks VJTI for recognizing me for this coveted award. And I'm thankful to everyone out there. Thank you. Thank you very much.